okay. Is it on there? Okay. Well, good morning. Welcome to the Bullitt County Fiscal Court. Today is September 16th. It's 9:31 a.m. And Perry, if you mind coming up and do an invocation and pledge for us, please, sir.
If you'll join me in prayer. Father, God, we are just so grateful for this beautiful day. God, we're grateful that we can come to the foot of the throne of the Creator of the universe, Lord, to make our plea. God, we pray for our country and the division that is amongst us. God, we pray for those that are being impacted by this division. God, we just ask that you would bring unity. God, I'm so thankful for this community and this court. God, I pray for them, that you would see them and watch over them, bless them, Lord, and that you would help them with wisdom and discernment in how they run the business of your community. And so, God, we're just so grateful for all that you've done for us. It's in Jesus' precious name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Perry.
Thank you.
Sam, if you would call the roll to bring the court to order, please.
Yes, sir. Vera Sanders.
Present.
Sean Loxton.
Here.
Karen Johnson.
Here.
Brian Blamel.
Yes.
Judge Summers.
Yes.
All present.
Thank you. Approval of the minutes for September 2nd of 2025 Bullitt County Fiscal Court meeting.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes for September the 2nd, 2025.
I'll second.
I got a motion by First District Magistrate Sanders, a second by Third District Magistrate Johnson, to approve the Bullitt County Fiscal Court minutes of September 2nd as presented. Sam, call the roll, please.
Loxton.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Blamel.
Yes.
Judge Summers.
Yes.
Sanders.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Treasurer's transfer report. Canaan?
Yes, that due date for September the 16th for your approval.
I'll make a motion that we accept the treasurer's transfer report. Second.
Got a motion by Second District Magistrate Logston, a second by Fourth District Magistrate Blamel, to approve the treasurer's transfer report as presented on September the 16th. Sam, call the roll.
Johnson.
Yes.
Blamel.
Yes.
Judge Summers.
Yes.
Sanders.
Yes.
Logston.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Presentation approval of all bills.
I'll make a motion that we approve all bills as presented.
I second.
Got a motion by Second District Magistrate Logston, a second by First District Magistrate Sanders, to approve the bills as presented. Sam, call the roll, please.
Blamel.
Yes.
Judge Summers.
Yes.
Sanders.
Yes.
Logston.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Treasurer's report. Canaan?
Yes, that's the appropriation condition report, a revenue condition report, and financial statement through August the 31st of 2025 for your approval.
I make a motion we approve the treasurer's report.
Second.
Got a motion by Fourth District Magistrate Blamel, a second by Second District Magistrate Logston, to approve the treasurer's report as presented. Sam, call the roll.
Judge Summers.
Yes.
Sanders.
Yes.
Logston.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Blamel.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. There's no guest speakers signed up. Tara, you have a library tax presentation for 2026. How are you today, Tara?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good.
So once again, return. I have a little bag of goodies. Anytime I have a chance to tout what we do at the library to anybody, I will do that. So first, a few things that have happened in the 24-25 year. We currently had about 628,000 materials circulate from our 5 branches of the Bullitt County Public Library. We had over 4,000 programs with over 100,000 children attending those and adults attending those programs. I won't go through all the material so you can read it. A few other things we like to point out that are coming up that are highlights of last year continuing on to this year. The Lebanon Junction branch became an official GED testing site for Bullitt County. So residents of Bullitt County and Hardin County, or really any county, but we can sign up through the GED website and take their test at the Lebanon Junction branch. We offer it 2 Saturdays or 2 Wednesdays and at least 1 Saturday of every month. So far, we started in April and we've had over about 40 people take the exam at the Lebanon Junction branch. We have someone at each location that is trained to give the exam so they can go to Lebanon Junction if we're lacking staff, or if we just have a busy day at Lebanon Junction, we can have somebody from another location go over. So it doesn't hinder anybody from any dates. We began construction on our Hillview expansion and renovation project. The Hillview branch is extending from 10,000 square feet to 25,000 square feet. It's going to be a top-notch library. We're already up for a couple awards, even though it hasn't been built yet. We are actually part of the IFMA presentation tomorrow. They're coming to tour it. The footers are all down, and we're just waiting to start for MSD to give us approval to hook up and start doing water and electricity. With that renovation project, we are not taking any bonds or loans. We are paying it, strictly from our reserves. So there'll be no, anything to pay off, basically, when we're finished. The Nichols branch began the farmer's market on the west side of town called the Homemade Homegrown Market. So that we now have a farmer's market in that area. We are beginning with Balance and Beyond. We work with the health department for a mental health jam in the mental health court. We sponsor that every year at the Central branch. We're continuing to look for property in Mount Washington. It's not an easy thing to do. It's probably been our biggest challenge, but we're still on it. Couple leads. We're partnering with many communities, the health department, the extension office, the Chamber of Commerce. We're doing Show Your Library Card and Save this month, which is if you go into any of the locations, there's a brochure as well on our website. Some people have been at it. There are a lot of the local businesses that are doing the Shop Local Trail, and you can show your library card and you get a discount or you get something off, things like that, for Library Star sign-up month in September. And we work with Bark 12 and Uvalde Peace Hospital to do our mental awareness and things like that when we have a patron that may come in experiencing either an addiction issue or a mental health issue. We work with both of those to help redirect the person and get them some assistance if needed. Our biggest thing is coming up on beginning October 1st. You should have received an invitation to our Americans and the Holocaust exhibit. It's a multi-million-dollar library exhibit that is coming to the Central branch August 1st and November 8th. The kickoff or the opening night is 5:30 to 7. It's a catered event for elected officials. We've already had federal, state, and local elected officials that have RSVP'd to attend, so we hope you can attend that. It'll be the first time anybody gets to see it. It's a little different when you think of a Holocaust exhibit. You think of all the atrocities, and you've seen the pictures. We won't, need to talk about that. This one is a little different. It's about the Americans and how they perceived the Holocaust in World War II, how America reacted to it, what we think we should have done that we didn't do, and how it's affected how we currently do things. And it's pictures, and it has a lot of virtual. We're working with high school teachers and high school students. They're the docents, so they'll be able to give you tours and explain the exhibit, so we're getting a lot of credit for that also. So we hope everybody can attend that. So that everybody has lots of information on their things. Our newest things, we're working with the public schools to enhance the 0 to 5 Dolly Parton Imagination Station giving out in our 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten. So it's called the Little Readers Blast Off. It's this Thursday. It's a big event we're having for anyone 0 to 5 and their families to come out and learn about the Dolly Parton Imagination Library and our 1,000 Books for Kindergarten. So everybody should have received their rocket that they'll receive when they come for little blast-offs. It's their fidget rocket. It's our little blast-off that we 3D print in our Maker Lab. So what we're really here is everybody wants to know our tax rate. So our tax rate for this year, our Real estate tax, we actually accepted less than compensating. Our compensating rate would have been 5.4. Our board chose to do real property at 5.2 cents per 100 of the property value, $100 of property value. And our personal property tax rate, we lowered to the compensating rate of 5.4 cents per $100 of property value. Like everyone else, our motor vehicle watercraft stays the same at 2.12 cents per $100. And with this, again, we hope to continue not only our success that we've had, but also continue the successes that we're planning to continue with the Hillview renovation, the Mount Washington new library when we get that property built, as well as all the events and the public that we work with and the organizations that we work with. So with this tax rate, we should maintain our similar budget as we've had for the last few years and not have to reduce any services or any hours. Actually, we'll be expanding hours in the Hillview when that branch opens. So, and our newest thing with that, I don't know if you've heard about it, I love to brag on the Hillview branch. The Hillview branch is going to be amazing. They'll have a demonstration kitchen. They'll have a learning lab, which is similar to a Maker Lab, but it'll have a lot more STEM. We'll be doing a lot more children's with our robotics and such there. They'll have a children's activity room. We'll still have the amphitheater, but now we have a 300 square foot kind of TV that you can see, I think, from space, that you can do movie nights and such on in the amphitheater. It'll be covered, so you won't fry. We call it the skillet before. Now it'll be covered, so we won't have to be unusable during the summer months or the winter months. You can use it all year round. We'll still have the walking path, and then now we have the demonstration kitchen that we'll be using for cultural events. We'll have a cultural librarian there. They'll speak, 4 librarians will speak Spanish, as well as one they'll speak an Afrocentric language, so that we can represent that area of northern Bullitt County. But our newest thing that we've just added on to our architects thing is we will be putting in a food pantry that has, it's open to the public the same hours as the library, so 7 days a week. They can come in and get non-perishable, and we'll also have a refrigerator unit available to them that they can have milk, things like that. So that'll be available for anybody. Even the kids after school will have snacks there for them and things like that. So I think that's, any questions about, I gave you lots of information. You're more than welcome to read through it. It gives a lot of our brochures. We're working with the schools right now for Educator Print Pass. We gave printing and Maker Lab $15 worth of material, and the schools pass them out to whatever teachers they wish to do that or staff. They can come into any library or the Maker Lab and get $15 worth of free prints, free laminating, free material, because we know resources are tight for teachers and educators. So they've done that. We've already had 3 or 4 turned in. We just did this started last week. So, and of course we have a Friends of the Library. We'd love everybody to join. That's our book sale people, as I call them. And they're the ones that are funding the opening night for Americans in the Holocaust also, for the catering and everything, such as that.
Yeah, thank you for all the information. I always say it every time you come in here, you know, the library, so many people think it's just about checking out books. But I'm going through this calendar of events, and it's just unbelievable how much stuff that you all offer, and I just,
That's what I was going to say. You didn't even mention about the pet adoption day, or the puzzle swap, or the sticker palazzo.
She'd be here
or the grandparents' day.
she'd be here for a month. I mean, it's amazing everything that y'all do.
How do you remember all that?
Yes, we have an amazing staff. They know exactly what each end, you know, we call it, we make the star with Central Library in the center, and they know what each of their communities need. And each of them have kind of a specialty. Our education unit is more Lebanon Junction. Our agricultural is Nichols. Central is the main one. Hillview is our cultural library, and Mount Washington is our creating library. They do a lot of arts and things. They're with the arts at the park at the Mount Washington City Council and such.
Yeah, well, this is very, very informative. A lot of good stuff.
So was it the Hillview? You said that ours will change. Does that mean it'll be open on Sunday?
They will be open on the same hours as Mount Washington and Central.
Okay, that's awesome. And what was the other thing you were mentioning about Hillview? I think it was just for Hillview, but.
What was the date on that Holocaust night again?
It's October 1st. It's Wednesday, October 1st. It's 5:30 to 7.
I've already RSVP'd, and thank you for letting me bring my 15-year-old. I think he'll get a lot out of it too. I'm very
It's great.
excited.
It's really, really fun.
And I'll just say, I think you have done such an excellent job. Our
Oh, thank
library
you.
system in Bullitt County is second to none, period.
Yes, we're-
It's amazing.
thank
So
you.
much, even beyond from when I grew up here.
Yep,
You've done
great.
an excellent job.
Thank you, thank you.
My kids love it.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. That's what it's about. Thank you so much for letting me
Yeah,
present.
thank you.
Thank you, Tara.
Thank you, Tara. No old business, second reading for zoning ordinance 25-20, Ronald and Jerry McCarthy.
Commonwealth of Kentucky, County of Bullitt, zoning ordinance number 25-20, an ordinance relating to the changing of zoning of certain property from agricultural to R1 residential. The property in question is 9.996 acres, more or less, located at 3776 Horsefly Hollow Road, parcel number 031-000-00-006C, in an unincorporated area of the county. Whereas the Fiscal Court of Bullitt County has considered the evidence of the public hearing held by the Joint Planning Commission and the recommendations of the commission, the information provided in the staff report of the Office of Bullitt County Planning and Zoning, and the testimony and evidence presented at the public hearing held by the Fiscal Court, and whereas the Fiscal Court concurs in and adopts the reasons of the Joint Planning Commission for said zoning change, and approves and accepts the recommendations of the Planning Commission in this matter as set out in said minutes, and determines that the proposed zoning change is acceptable and should be approved. Now therefore be it ordained by the Fiscal Court of County of Bullitt, Commonwealth of Kentucky, Section 1, that the above property located in the unincorporated area of Bullitt County, and more particularly described in the minutes and records of the Planning Commission in docket number 2025Z-35, is hereby changed from agricultural to R1 residential. Section 2, this ordinance shall take effect upon passage and publication as required by law. Section 3, should any section, provision, or part of this ordinance be declared unconstitutional or invalid for any reason by a court of competent jurisdiction, and the remainder of this ordinance shall not be affected and shall remain in full force in effect. Section 4, all ordinances and resolutions to the extent they are inconsistent herewith are hereby repealed. Given first reading and public hearing at a regular meeting of the Bullitt County Fiscal Court on the second day of September 2025, given second reading at a regular meeting of the Bullitt County Fiscal Court on the 16th day of September 2025.
Thank you, Tammy. Anyone here to, whoops, I done did that one.
Barry did that.
Yeah, I did that the last time.
I'll make a motion that we approve zoning ordinance 25-20, Ronald and Jerry McCarthy.
I'll second.
I got a motion by 4th District Magistrate Blamel, a second by 3rd District Magistrate Johnson, to approve the zoning ordinance 25-20, Ronald and Jerry McCarthy. Sam, call the roll, please.
Sanders.
Yes.
Logston.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Blamel.
Yes.
Judge Summers.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you, Tammy. Second reading of zoning ordinance. Second reading of ordinance 25-19, an ordinance relating to the adoption of radio reception requirements.
Commonwealth of Kentucky, County of Bullitt, ordinance number 25-19, an ordinance of the Bullitt County Fiscal Court relating to adoption of radio reception requirements. Whereas the Fiscal Court of Bullitt County has determined that operational communication systems are essential for emergency responders to function efficiently and safely, particularly when working inside buildings, and whereas in furtherance of this, the Fiscal Court of Bullitt County desires to adopt the attached radio reception requirements. Now therefore be it ordained by the Fiscal Court of the County of Bullitt, Commonwealth of Kentucky, Section 1, the Fiscal Court hereby approves and adopts the Bullitt County Emergency Management Radio Reception Testing Requirements. Said requirements are attached hereto as Exhibit A and are adopted in their entirety and incorporated by reference as of set out in full herein. Section 2, should any section, subdivision, sentence, or clause of this ordinance be declared unconstitutional or invalid for any reason by a court of competent jurisdiction, then such portion shall be deemed a separate, distinct, and independent provision, and such holding shall not affect the validity of the remaining portions of this ordinance. Section 3, this ordinance shall take effect upon passage and publication as required by law. Given first reading at a regular meeting of the Bullitt County Fiscal Court on the second day of September 2025, given second reading at a regular meeting of the Bullitt County Fiscal Court on the 16th day of September 2025.
Thank you, Tammy.
And Judge and Court, I think Justin Warren drafted those
Right.
in consultation with the fire departments and fire districts. I reviewed them. They all looked appropriate. And I know the court received it 2 meetings ago to review.
Absolutely. So,
I'll put that in the form of a motion that we accept ordinance 25-19, the ordinance of the Bullitt County Fiscal Court relating to the adoption of radio reception requirements.
I'll second.
got a motion by 2nd District Magistrate Logston, a second by 1st District Magistrate Sanders to approve ordinance 25-19, adoption of radio restriction requirements. Sam, call the roll, please.
Logston?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Flamel?
Yes.
Judge Summers?
Yes,
Sanders?
Yes.
Motion carried.
thank you. I'll put this in the form of a motion. I'd like to appoint Cheryl Day to the Planning Commission Board, term to expire 6/30 of 2029. Cheryl is the Kentucky Farm Bureau agent for literally the Shepherdsville quadrant of Bullitt County.
Is Day like her new married name or maiden name?
Yes,
Is she taking the place of someone else that has
Yes.
resigned, or?
yes, absolutely. Help me with her name. Yeah, Lynn Eddington.
I'll second.
Got a second by First District Magistrate Sanders. Sam, call the roll, please.
Johnson?
Yes.
Flamel?
Yes.
Judge Summers?
Yes,
Sanders?
Yes.
Logston?
Yes.
Motion carried.
thank you, Cheryl. You showed up just in time. This is Cheryl Day.
Oh,
new,
okay. We were just talking
Well, it's
about
too late, you can't back up now. See if you wanted it, but too bad.
You've already got it.
You're all in, Cheryl, okay? All right. Appointments for the Hospitality Board. I have this grammatically sealed envelope from the Hospitality Commission. And had quite the entertaining conversation with them. I think Amber was there, but we had quite the healthy discussion about what I must say, how long folks have stayed on that board. So, let's see, Judge Summers and magistrates, they quote the KRSs, which I did to them. They're recommending Jay Patel and Crit Gandhi for their appointments. Jay Patel's with the Hampton Inn. Crit is with the Super 8. And also in the same envelope, got a thing here from the Bullitt County Chamber of Commerce. They're recommending Trish Ford for the appointment as well. And they both submitted their regular 3 names. The only thing I have to say about this is that Jay Patel and Crit Gandhi, they've been on it forever, and I asked them if they would re-look at their association to do term limits, like the Chamber of Commerce, Economic Development Authority, and others have as well. So,
Am I understanding it right? You have 3 candidates
yes.
for that position?
Yeah, 3 on each one. But the association, apparently the way their bylaws are written, and we have the way it's set up through our ordinance for Shepherdsville, dated way back when. I think
One person.
I gave that to you all a year or so ago, the ordinance itself.
Yeah, this here though, how many appointments are we making? One appointment?
No, we're making 3.
Three. Okay.
2 from the lodging, and then the one from the Chamber of Commerce.
Do we need to act on that today?
Yes.
Okay.
We need to act on it today.
how many are
And
Is he
there's
saying with
3 hoteliers, 1 restaurant. We have 1 for us, the Bullitt County Chamber, and the City of Shepherdsville has 1. So whatever that number equals, it's 7. Yeah,
so that's 3 of the 7.
yes.
These are like different categories. Is it one in each category? Is there 2, one of?
Yes, yeah, those are, and it was quite the enlightening meeting, because the last time, we had no say in who they appointed. According to KRS, I have 60 days, or we have 60 days as a court
Oh, so we don't have
to
to act
approve
today?
somebody, yes.
So Judge, can we table that to our next meeting?
If the ones we can table officially would be the Hotel Motel Association. The Chamber of Commerce is just literally a thumbprint putting on there. That's their recommendation.
So their recommendation is Trish Ford.
Yes.
Good. So,
If y'all are in agreement with that, we can table the Hotel Association, and y'all can study that for the next meeting. But with the Chamber of Commerce, it's literally, it's sort of like City of Shepherdsville, or the restaurant, or the City of Shepherdsville's appointment.
That's the Chamber of Commerce's recommendation to sit on this board.
Yes,
Okay, so we could technically vote on theirs and table the hotel
right,
until the next meeting to have a little time to talk about it.
yes.
But from your understanding, and I guess what you're suggesting is, the same people's been on that board forever, but yet they presented the same names, they have no new names. Can you
Right.
bring new names into the mix, or?
I'm pretty sure I can.
Can I speak to that for just a second? So, since I've been the CEO of the chamber, they serve a term, they serve their term, and we at the chamber, that's one thing that I'm very strict about are our bylaws. I don't know what their bylaws state, but I just want you all to know that when Grant School, when his term was up, we put Raylan Wolford on, and Raylan did not end up serving her whole term. Our board voted to put Trish Ford in. So Trish has only served a portion of Raylan's term. So by appointing Trish, this is gonna give her her full term now.
right.
Right.
But my people will never overstay their terms.
So how many people total is on the board?
There's 7.
7 total, and there's 3
Thank
seats
you,
open right
Anita.
now.
Yes.
And one of those is a chamber
Yes.
recommended spot, okay.
Yes.
I don't know if this is how it needs to be
Well,
worded, but can I make a motion to accept the chamber's recommendation, and then we leave the other 2 until the next meeting and have time to review?
I can do that. Let me do it, and also with the hospitality side of it, apparently it's a list about a mile long. It's not just included with the hoteliers, but Canaan sends a nice report out every month, all the bed and breakfasts, whatever records.
Airbnbs.
Airbnbs, they're all part of it too as well. So, we can look at that quite handsomely.
So there's other candidates
Yeah,
that you would highly recommend also.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd
Look
like
at
to
that.
talk about that, because I'm a firm believer too, if it's not been changed up, we might want to look at some, some new faces and new opinions and new everything. But did you make is that a motion
I'm
for?
putting in the form of a motion to recommend Trish Ford as the Chamber of Commerce representative to the Shepherdsville Bullitt County Tourism Board, and that we table the other 2 nominees or the recommendations until we have a further deep dive into them.
I'll second that.
Okay. Have a second. Any further discussion? Members? Sam, call the roll.
Fleenel,
Yes.
Judge Summers,
Yes.
Sanders,
Yes?
Logston,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
motion carried.
Thank you. Okay, so promotions and new hires. Janice, Chris. Morning. Okay, let's start with the new hires and the promotion.
Most of them are not new hires, it's just, we'd like to have Amber Johnson, Jessica Moster, and Ashley Knatzer go from part-time EMTs to full-time EMT status.
All right. And 2 of the 3 of them were here the last time, right?
I'm sorry?
2 of the 3 of them were here the last time?
Correct.
Yes.
I have a question on that one. On the Jessica and Ashley, I noticed you're starting her pay, it will stay at $19.50, but then Amber's was $22.71. Could you explain the difference?
So Amber is a current part-time employee with us.
Pardon?
She's been with us for the last like 6.5 years. These other two are just starting. Miss Jessica, she worked with us probably 4 years. She quit completely, and she's coming. And then Miss Conister, she worked for us for about a month, was moving out of state, and then decided not to move. So she's coming back as a new employee as well.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So I'm gonna put that in the form of a motion to take them from part-time status to full-time status. Amber at $22.71, Jessica and Ashley at $19.50 an hour.
I'll second.
Got a second by Third District Magistrate Johnson. Sam, call the roll.
Judge Summers?
Yes.
Sanders?
Yes.
Logston?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Flemmel?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, on the promotions, jump right in there, guys.
Blake Parman is a current part-time EMT. He just received his paramedic numbers. We'd like to promote him to part-time paramedic status with an increase of $7.50 an hour.
I'd like to say something on that. From my understanding, about a year ago this time, we was under the impression that when you promote people like this, you only give them a $5.50 per hour. And why is it the $7.50?
We give them the difference between the starting, if they're an EMT, they get the difference between the base pay and the paramedic pay. So an EMT is at $19.50 an hour starting out. When they become a paramedic, it's $27 an hour, so the difference is $7.50.
I know, but this in particular person is making $20.53.
Correct.
So he has gotten his raises.
Correct.
I just don't understand because we agreed
So
on this.
we agreed that they get the difference in the base pay. So the base pay between a paramedic and an EMT, the difference is $7.50. The difference between an advanced EMT and a paramedic is $5.50. So in order for them to keep
I just disagree on that.
in order for them to keep their annual raises, we don't include those in the promotion. We only include the difference between EMT and AMT.
That's not what we agreed on a year ago.
It's what we've been doing for the last, I don't know, year and a half.
Not the
So what was the
$7.50.
$7.50 part again?
From EMT to paramedic.
Just paramedic.
So $19.50 to $27.
Say he had only been making $19.50 an hour, and he was promoted to paramedic. We would
Well,
be giving
on
him
that-
$7.50 an
That in
hour.
particular, when they're making $20.53.
That's because he worked as an EMT for a couple years. We can't penalize him for receiving an increase in July and not give him the $7.50 as another person would.
Yeah, because
get.
the argument that we made when
Where
When
do you
this took
start your
effect
paramedics
was-
out at?
I'm sorry.
What's the starting pay for?
27.
27?
Yeah, the argument we made when we said we give them the difference in the base pay was, if we don't, then what's the advantage of them to go and advance their career and become paramedics or become advanced EMTs?
So you start them out at 27 per hour?
Yes.
Okay. I do understand bringing it up to 27, but I don't know. I just think it's very confusing the way you are doing this.
Well, we can't penalize them for getting raises. They get raises, they advance their career, and we agreed as a court we would give them the difference of that rate between the starting base pay of each one. So it's $19.50 versus, I think it's $27.50.
27.
Well, it's kind of like the one right below it. He's making $23.93, and you're just giving him a $5.50.
This is a whole different situation, which we will have to explain.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to it. I do agree. 27.
Well, I'm gonna put that in the form of a motion for Blake paramedic. To make him from a part-time EMT to a part-time paramedic at a pay of
What was the 550 again, just to clarify?
From advanced EMT to paramedic. So
From a
advanced
what?
EMTs start at 21 or 2150.
2150, I think it said. So that's the $5.50.
Correct.
This one
Yes.
is the lowest. This is entry level EMT. basically,
Correct.
Compared to a paramedic.
And then I assume it was set that an EMT to an advanced EMT was then a $2 raise?
Correct.
All right, I'll second that.
Any other discussion? Sam, call the roll.
Sanders,
No.
Logston,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Fleenel,
Yes.
Judge Summers.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you all. Daniel Bass will transition from full-time EMT to full-time paramedic. Status effective September 3, 2025.
Can you explain to me why he's just getting 550?
650, isn't it?
There was some disciplinary action that we don't want to talk about in open court.
Pardon?
Disciplinary action that we're not inclined to talk about in open court.
So if we want to talk about it, we need to go into executive session.
Correct.
All right, I'll make a motion that we go into executive session to discuss the raise or
Second.
promotion and raise.
We'll discuss the disciplinary action.
Okay, disciplinary action.
Sam, call the roll.
Logston,
Yes.
Johnson. Yes. Fleenel,
Yes?
Judge Summers.
No.
Sanders.
Yes.
Motion carried.
you know they work, and I appreciate it a lot, and I look forward to it.
Hey, I appreciate everything.
There you go.
Thanks for everything you do for me.
Well, thank you.
motion to come back out of executive session.
Second.
We got a second by Second District Magistrate Logston. Sam, call the roll.
Johnson?
Yes.
Laymore?
Yes.
Summers?
Yes.
Sanders?
Yes.
Logston?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. I'm gonna make a motion to go back into regular session.
Second.
We got a second by Fourth District Magistrate Blamey. Sam, call the roll.
Laymore?
Yes.
Summers?
Yes.
Sanders?
Yes.
Logston?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Motion carried.
There we go. Back to the business at hand. Daniel Bass, transition from full-time EMT to full-time paramedic status, effective September 3rd, 2025, at a rate of $29.43. I'm gonna put that in the form of a motion.
I'll second.
I got a second by Third District Magistrate Johnson. Sam, call roll.
Summers?
Yes.
Sanders?
Yes.
Logston?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Laymore?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. I guess you have one more thing, Steve Cousins?
Two.
Okay, we'll bounce right in there.
Okay. At some point in August, noticed that there was something seemed off about Stephen Cousins' hourly wage. So I had to do some research, went back through and realized that on 7/1 of '24, Mr. Cousins' pay had been decreased instead of increased, which resulted in him being owed back pay, because then after that, he went on to become a paramedic and all, and just trying to think here.
What date did you say it was decreased?
I'm sorry,
What date did you say it was decreased?
on July 1st, 2024, so that would have been the date everybody got their raises last year. So he was decreased from $22.50 to $22.15, when he should have received an increase.
He was at 21.50 and he got his 3% raise, 22.50 on 2025, 24.25, according to the papers that you gave me. You want to look at it?
Yeah. I think I'm missing something. Do I?
Here it is.
Which one did I get?
This was our 24.25, right here. Highlighted it.
Oh, okay. That's why the timeline on here is owed. This one here. I think I'm missing something.
And then our budget that we just approved.
Well, me trying to really understand this chart, are we suggesting that he was reduced by 35 cents and that's totaled to be $3,800 over 14 months? Was there something?
No, I think I'm missing a sheet that was supposed to be given to you that actually showed the increases here and the decreases. I thought that was included in there.
Timeline?
The
Well,
timeline
that's
is
what
in
he's
there.
owed, but that doesn't show his actual increases and decreases.
Hey, Keith. They're out there in the hallway. You can tell them they can come in and join the court.
So on July 1st of 2024, should he have got, I know he got decreased 35 cents, should he have got raised to 3% or whatever it was?
Yes,
So what the pay should have been then?
yes. Can I go find that real quick? Would you please bear with me? Sorry.
So
We can get all of our talking out of the way while she's looking for that.
Yeah,
I don't have nothing to say.
No,
Thank y'all for coming.
No, let's do that, because there's a group of folks who has the water council's meeting in here. Vera, any comments?
No, I'm doing good. Loving the beautiful weather. It's good to see a lot of you all I hadn't seen for a while.
Sean,
No, I'm good. Thank you all for coming and spending time with us.
Karen? Brian?
I think come up there?
I've got a couple. The first thing of it is, guys, we need to go through the administrative code, like put that on the agenda the next time. Any modifications, we can email it to you as well. Also, we'll have the court dates for next year for y'all. And we're, I know there's some questions, but we put out hiring for 3 employees for the road department, and I've asked for them to have CDLs. And the reason for this is we only have 3 folks over there right now, and it's the same bind that we were in when we had EMS 7 years ago. We had very few qualified folks who could do everything, and I'd like to make sure that those who we offer the positions to and the pay that we give them, they can do it all. I mean, when I look at the road department, we're limited on what we can accomplish because of the qualifications of the folks. And that's where I stand with it for right now. If we can't hire, we can adjust.
For the Class A.
For the Class A.
Because
Thank you.
Class A is to drive a semi, which you qualify to drive anything. But they definitely need to at least have a Class B instead of hiring somebody with no CDL at
No,
all.
I understand that.
If we don't get somebody that applies for Class A.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take anybody below Brian. I'll be square with you because I'm tired of the mix and matching over there that I can't do this because I don't have this or that. Is that fair enough with you?
Yeah, but, I mean, we need dump truck drivers. Dump
understand.
truck, you need to be, but really, you only move equipment once every week or two.
Sure.
If you've got 3 guys that can do it, it should be enough.
No, I understand that. That's a big word over there sometimes. too.
And the Class A does not make you an operator. They may have just drove a semi over the road for the last 20 years. Don't know how to operate equipment or anything. Not that anybody can't learn.
Yeah.
But I'm just, the way that market is, Class A is the easiest there. Around Louisville, dump truck drivers make $30 an hour.
Right.
We're starting at 23.
Yeah.
So I don't know that we're gonna get Class A drivers,
No, I understand. But let's
or
give-
even Bs.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Okay, yeah,
Fair enough? All right. And I'd also like to recognize the folks that are here, Mayor Dangerfield, Mayor Taylor. I lost Mr. Shelby, he left. Faith, good to see you. Teresa, Brian, Dallas, Chief Moulton. Glad to see all of y'all here today. And, okay, let's continue on.
I apologize, these were supposed to be in your packet, so when they weren't, that's why I was lost there. But here's the timeline that I just gave you. So this actually shows how he was hired, every increase that he received, where the discrepancy started again, it was on 7/1/24. He received a 35-cent decrease due to the error on a spreadsheet that was sent to the treasurer with all the employees' hourly rates. This should have been an increase of 3% or 68 cents per hour for the yearly performance review. So then, again, he was decreased down to $22.15 when he should have been increased to $23.18. Then on 11/4, he received a $5.50 an hour increase promotion to a paramedic at $27.65, but it should have been $28.68. And then when we got the increases on 7/1/25, he received a $1.12 per hour increase from his performance review, making him $28.73, but he should be $29.80 per hour now. That's where the $3,871.05 in back pay come from.
Was the last one at the beginning of the last fiscal budget we approved? Is that what you said, from the 28 to the 27?
Yes. He got the 28, he's currently at $28.73, but he should be at $29.80.
So about $1 below.
Yeah, so it all started back on 7/1/24 when he received the decrease instead of an increase.
How come it's taken this long to find this?
Well, I'm surprised this is why I tell employees to check their paychecks too. You know, we got 207 employees, you can't keep up, it's hard to keep up with everybody. Something, like I said, just didn't look right, and so I started going into it and delving deeper, and that's when I figured all this out, so.
That's 2 budgets.
So July 1st of '24, he should have been, was it 23.53?
The correct hourly rate should have been 23.18.
I guess I can't figure out why it's on our budget different than what you've got
For which,
for 24 and 25.
well, that would be it. The spreadsheet that was given to the treasurer was incorrect. So that, what you have is probably incorrect then.
Incorrect? Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yeah.
So we didn't get it current.
Yeah,
When
so
y'all-
it was just, his was just decreased versus increased somehow.
Well, obviously, I mean, it's not his mistake, but the only mistake would be to not bring it, or just not recognizing what you're getting paid. And I mean, and then as you said, that's a reminder for anybody to check their check and double check, and make sure, and
Right.
if there is an issue, bring it to your attention.
Yeah.
It's just hard to believe it's 14, 15 months later, and then he didn't even know it.
No.
You recognized it, which
Yeah.
is even, I mean, nice on your part to bring that to attention.
They have to go to a site to look at their vouchers for their pay. A lot of people don't even sign on there and look at them.
That's correct.
That's
Fortunately,
true.
they
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
That's probably never even.
Right.
I have people that have been here for how many, 20, and they'll finally call and say, can I access, I need to access my pay stubs.
That's true.
Okay.
I agree with you.
It happens.
How are you gonna make this in one check? Would that be made in one check, or how's this typically done? All right, well, I mean, obviously, it's not his fault, and I'm glad that you found it for him, for his sake.
Yeah.
I think he's due the money. I mean, what, I'll make a motion that, Stephen Cousins, receive, back pay totaling $3,871.05.
I'll second.
I have a motion by Second District Magistrate Logston, a second by First District Magistrate Sanders.
And Judge, we make sure his rate is the 29.80 as well.
$29.80 moving forward. Sam, call roll.
Sanders.
Yes.
Logston.
Yes.
Johnson. Yes. Hamel.
Yes.
Butchart.
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you.
Thank you.
I think you kind of see why it's hard for us sometimes, looking at these different numbers, the employees don't even know what they make.
Did we already do Vance? Oh, what, one more. Vance is on there.
Go ahead.
Okay. Vance Stewart, this was on me the last time, I believe, fiscal court meeting dated 8/5/25. I had put on the agenda for Vance Stewart, promoted from full-time EMT at $21.50 to $27 an hour. However, I only increased his rate by $5.50 instead of the $7.50. So his hourly rate needs to be adjusted to $29 per hour, effective September 3rd. And Mr. Stewart is owed back pay totaling $374.
I'll put that in the form of a motion. Got a second by Third District Magistrate Johnson. Sam, call roll.
Logston.
Yes.
Johnson. Yes. Hamel.
Yes.
Jim Summers.
Yes,
Sanders.
Yes.
Motion carries.
thank you.
Thank you guys very much.
And I need a motion to adjourn. So moved.
Second.
by Third District Magistrate Johnson, second by Fourth District Magistrate Playmo. It's now 10:35. Sam, call roll.
Johnson. Yes. Hamel.
Yes.
Jim Summers.
Yes.
Sanders.
Yes.
Logston.
Yes.